Good afternoon, Facebook friends and family, or should I say good afternoon to our Facebook friends and family. This is Mr. and Mrs. Kaigler coming at you again for another video. I know a lot of times we do funny, comical videos and things like that, but this one here is a more serious note or whatever. So that's why we wanted to come at you today. We want to talk to you about relationships, okay? And long engagements and things like that. And everyone knows that Valentine's Day is my favorite holiday because it's the holiday of love. Now my husband over here, my king, does not celebrate the holidays, but he does respect me as far as that aspect goes or whatever, and so he treats me well on my special holiday and all year round and so much more
Got to
or
meet in the middle.
whatever. Yeah,
Got to meet in the middle.
right. So you hear him over here talking about we have to meet in the middle, and that's true. That's what makes it work. But I'm gonna let my king go ahead and take this over for a couple seconds. So
All right. I want to put into process that I know a lot of people have a different way of how they represent tradition. A lot of people like to have the big weddings, or some people don't. A lot of people like to get engaged and wait a couple of years. A lot of people don't. I'm one of those people feel like an engagement is almost like a half marriage. Like you're beginning to make it a whole union. You know what I mean? So me myself, if I could have got married 2 days after that, after the engagement, I would have, because I feel like I don't have any doubts. To me, I look at it as a doubt. I don't believe in being engaged for 6 or 7 years and calling it love. I don't need any more trials or just to see if it's going to work out an engagement. I waited probably we waited about 6 months
yeah,
before.
it was sick. We were just shy of
Yeah.
2 days of 6 months.
Oh,
Before we got married when he proposed.
I proposed in the month of
In
my
December.
birthday in December on the 28th.
And then June we
Got married. I don't want to wait. I already knew what I loved and how far I was willing to take it. So I was like, man, that's my wife, man. I already know it. I ain't got to worry about that.
Right. And the thing is, we had already made big purchases together. We had purchased a home together, and that's the thing. It's together. It wasn't my home, and it wasn't just his home. That paperwork, it says both of our names on it. And I'm not talking about this house here. We're talking about the first house that we purchased together back in Michigan. And so it was a thing. It was like a 50-50 thing, but I like to say 150 and 150 from him, or whatever. So we're together. And so my thing is this: when he proposed, because I had said, I'm not gonna lie, I had said, as everyone knows, that was previously married before. He had never been married before, and I had stated, hey, I was not doing that anymore. I had already made it up in my mind I wasn't doing it. But when he proposed to me, I'm like, hey, this man loves you. He is in love with you. You're in love with him. Okay, and you are doing married things. You have purchased a home together, and that's something big. You've
Right.
traveled together. We're doing what married couples are supposed to do. So why not just make it official?
Right.
We even went back and forth. I'm gonna tell you a secret. We went back and forth with the name change.
Oh, buddy.
Oh boy.
Oh, buddy.
Oh boy. That was a brawl to all in.
I wasn't going for the hyphen. I was not doing the hyphen. I'm not doing it. No.
And that's what I'm
a king.
He was adamant about. Like you said, he over here fixed whatever. Everybody knows you're a king and I'm a queen. So
Yeah.
my thing is, I put it to you like this. I lost. And because I was just gonna, hyphenate my name and call
Excuse
it a day.
me. I felt like I earned that right. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to cut my wife off. I'm going to just tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, engagement is half marriage with me.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're in a relationship, it's prepping to be half married to be married. I did everything I possibly could to show her that I deserve that. Hey, all I want is the whole name, nothing but the name. I'm not a hyphen. I'm a grown man. You understand? Not saying people are less than. This is my standards. I ain't doing no hyphen. You know what I'm saying? My dad didn't do it. I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? Got to do that. I'm a Kaigler. This is Mrs. Kaigler. That's what it's going to be. She'll always be who she originally was, but that's an honor for me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm gonna do anything I can to earn that right for you to just take my whole name fully. I feel like I did enough to earn that, just that small amount of love or respect. It's a royalty thing, you know what I mean?
Well, okay, I agree with him on that. I agree with it's world thing. I get that. But the thing is, I'm gonna be honest with why it was such a big problem for me. Okay, um, with the changing of so much, you have to change this. I had to change everything. Let me see. My social security card. I had to change the name on my driver's license. I had to change all my credit cards and stuff like that. And then some of them I still, with the credit cards, I didn't, change or whatever. But, I have to constantly show who I am, or whatever. So.
But before they snap and say what I said at the beginning of the video about meeting in between.
Right.
A hyphen ain't in between with me. You understand that she got a middle name. That's in between enough. You understand?
Okay.
Excuse me, immediate name, move to the side.
Okay.
Kaigler's in the house.
All right. So now, but now,
yeah.
The way I feel about it now, like I said, I feel good about it now or whatever. And I realize what he was talking about, So with that hyphen and all of that, or whatever, hey, I'm not opposed to it. Trust me, I'm not opposed to it at all or whatever. But I'm happy that I went on and made the decision to say, okay, hey, yeah, I'm going to take this man's last name, and it meant a lot.
Sacrifice.
So it's a compromise.
Taking risks, trying to meet in the middle, making each other comfortable. We come from two different worlds, but got like minds with a whole lot of different things, and we try to understand each other. I don't need to wait. I don't need a time and trial.
Right.
Engagement is a time and trial with me. I don't need that.
Yeah.
If it was 2 weeks, if I had all the money I needed after dropping down one knee, you heard me, I would have got married in 3 days. You know what I'm saying?
You said 2.
No, I'm changing it. 3 days, because now you made me think about it. I'm like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? 3 days. Nah, it ain't 2 no more. I'm switching it, you know.
And my thing is, and the synopsis basically with this video is, there was a question that was asked to my king that someone asked you today, right?
Yeah.
And that's how this all came about.
What was the happiest and romantic time of your life ever? And to me, being married is the only thing I ever want to, I ever wanted to be. Not to get all political, but, Bill Cosby was my role model as far as marriage, how I wanted a marriage to be, as far as watching him growing up. And my great-grandmother and my grandfather and my dad was married before he left this world. So my thing is, that's all I ever wanted to be, to have a foundation, something solid, somebody to have my back. I knew I was never going to be unfaithful, and still, I'm faithful 100% because that's just who I'm loyal regardless, even as an individual. And I already knew this is what I wanted. That's how I was going to do it. I don't need nobody judge. And first of all, on tradition, I wanted it to basically, in the wedding, just to be about me and my wife. I didn't want no best mans, no groom maids, and all that other stuff. I want to do something different. We dressed different. We were different. We became something that we wanted to be, and I only wanted her to shine, and I myself to shine as well. Right. But
because at the end of the day, it's about you. Yeah. I know we were talking to someone a couple years back, and they were saying now they've been engaged for a while. Okay, you've been engaged all these years. You live together. You're making married decisions and things, but you can't say I do. And to me, if you've been in a relationship for years, and you're engaged or whatever, or so what? Okay, say this man has put this ring on your finger and you're engaged, but you can't set a date. Then my thing is this: what are you holding on to? You're either gonna do it or you're not, because there is someone else out there that would love you, and you can go ahead and move forward to find that person. My thing is this: you get engaged or whatever, and you're not going ahead to go ahead and pursue the whole marriage, and you're just, living together, shacking up, or whatever the heck you want to call it. Okay? My thing is this: just go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and do it. And then what I do have a real problem is, I have a problem with this. and I call me whatever, old fashioned or whatever. Don't be going around and saying that you are married. You're married because you're living with somebody. You're not married. You didn't take that leap into faith to go ahead and get married. So it's like a slap in the face to the ones that are married. That's a slap in the face. Go ahead. I'm not, trying to be, I can't control anybody's business, or nor am I trying to, but mentally I can, keep that, have an opinion or whatever I can keep my opinion to myself or whatever. I'm not going to sit up there and say anything to you about it unless you bring it to me.
Right.
So in other words, I stay in my lane. But my thing is, why are you going around and saying this is my husband and this is my wife? You're not married. And all that wifey mess and all of that stuff. What are you doing? Go ahead and tie the knot. Or my thing is this: if it's not, if someone's just holding you because of that, you need to take a real evaluation of your relationship.
For sure.
And I'm done. I don't have anything else to say.
So I say, meet in the middle. Hey, don't betray to play the game. Be all the way in the game. You can't say life ain't about a game because only the best play it the best. You know what I mean? So you live it. You've been living here this long. You got somebody next to you. Why wait? You know what I mean? I ain't saying date for 3 weeks and, get married, but don't wait. Don't sit there and try to get all the privileges. You know what I'm saying? If you can't go all the way with it, that means it's a doubt and there's some trust issues there. I don't have no trust issues. I just want mine to get better every day. Not saying that it ain't. I always wanted to get better every day. There's levels to this. It's like an onion, you hear me? So let's not drag it.
I love onions. I do. I do.
My love. That was corny, but I like it. It's my love.
All right. We love you all. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Peace.